Can you imagine that there are some military units in this world whose training would literally make your head spin? No, I'm not joking. Seriously, your head will spin. Yes, from playing catch-catch with live grenades to being buried alive underground. You're gonna see everything today. Remember, 99% of the world's regular soldiers wouldn't survive their training. So, what are we waiting for? Let's begin. First, let's talk about North Korea's 11th Storm Corps. If you watch their training, your eyes are guaranteed to pop out of your head. It won't feel like a military exercise at all, more like a martial arts circus show. You'll see one soldier jumping over another soldier's head and kicking a teacup into the air. Another soldier breaking a light bulb with just his bare fingers, almost like magic. But this is nothing. The real show begins when it's time to impress their supreme leader. They even take stone strikes on their chest. They endure brutal beatings with wooden sticks. But no matter how exciting it looks, you can't stop bullets like this in an actual war, right? But instead of stopping bullets, what if I told you about breaking bones? Yes, Cambodia's SF-911. There's no fancy show here, no brick-breaking demonstration, just real blood and brutality. Their drill instructors literally try to break the soldiers. Yes, literally break them. A punch to the ribs, a kick to the stomach, open-handed slaps. This is basically their daily menu. And if your luck is especially bad, you get the special Sparta kick. Maybe there's some method behind this madness, but can you win a war through beating alone? Absolutely not. That's why Vietnam's commandos have chosen a very different strategy. It's like they're made of a different kind of earth. They don't just adapt to the environment, they turn that environment into a deadly weapon. See that bamboo stick over there? Looks ordinary, right? But in the jungle, that's their secret cheat code. Unbelievable, enough to make your head spin. But now comes the real explosion. If you think building a ladder out of sticks is crazy, then watch China's Snow Leopard Commandos. What they do will absolutely destroy your mind. Do you know what they play with? They literally play catch-catch with live grenades. Yes, you heard that exactly right. Where children play with balls, these guys play with active time bombs. One soldier throws a live grenade at another as if it's a toy. But this isn't stupidity. They are China's elite counterterrorism force. Their only goal is to remain ice cold under extreme pressure. Think about it. If you can play with a live bomb, how hard will bomb defusal feel anymore? It'll feel like a child's game. But this is nothing. The real madness is coming up now, because next are those soldiers to whom even live grenades feel like tiny toys. The Philippines Scout Rangers and their Tobac Tab training. Do you know the world's most brutal dropout rate? This unit. To join them, candidates must survive 6 months of pure hell, so hard that 8 out of 10 candidates fail. In the very first test, instructors forcefully dunk soldiers underwater until they're close to losing consciousness, and right after that, they pour a spoonful of chili powder into the mouth. Eyes tearing up, unable to breathe, and in that condition, their fear of heights is tested through the final challenge, where a split-second mistake means immediate elimination. By the 7th week, more than 50 candidates drop out, but the real nightmare starts at the very end. In the final test, you have to shoot an M6 rifle at a water bag being held by your own teammate. Yes, you heard that correctly, shooting directly toward a human. If your hand shakes even a little, it's all over. But if 6 months sounds too long, Taiwan's Hell Week shows how you can squeeze all that suffering in just 7 days. Their finish line is called the Road to Heaven. Literally, the Road to Heaven. It starts at 3 a.m. with the most brutal morning call. These soldiers sleep only 5 minutes every 6 hours. Yes, just 5 minutes. And that's only the beginning. Then comes a 25-kilometer run in full battle gear, swimming in dark waters, a 6-meter deep dive, and finally, a tear gas assault. And for those who survive that, the ultimate nightmare awaits. Only 30% make it through. To cross the road to heaven, they must crawl over sharp coral without using their hands. No stopping. And one mistake means starting from the beginning. Surviving it is a miracle. But if physical torture isn't enough, then look at South Korea's Black Berets. Their training includes sword fighting with some of the deadliest warriors on Earth. Before the battle, soldiers are starved for 5 days. And if they want food, they must do countless pull-ups again. Out of 500,000 soldiers, only 5,000 qualify as Black Berets. They even attack their own teammates with knives. Pure insanity. But if attacking your own teammate feels crazy, then what will you call South Korea's 707 Special Mission Group? These are South Korea's silent death angels. If you see them, it's already too late for you. Inspired by Delta Force and the British SAS, they can enter buildings without making a single sound. They eliminate enemies with surgical precision. They can even enter hijacked vehicles. They break into buildings upside down through windows, blow holes through walls to make their own entryways. Every operator is a sniper and a martial arts expert. And to reach top rank, some recruits are literally buried alive. Yes, buried alive. They're made for any type of warfare. Hostage rescue, long marches, even 20 hours simulated captivity. And when they break down after days of torture, that's when the final test comes. Being buried alive. The ultimate human endurance. You have to lie under the earth while fully conscious until you can't anymore. If being buried alive seems terrifying, then Indonesia's Kopassus Doppler exercise should be illegal. It's pure insanity. You must crawl through knee-deep mud with almost no visibility, while real bullets rain down from above. Yes, live bullets. Not once, but repeatedly. The goal? To completely kill the fear of death. But do you know what's even more terrifying? Using your own teammate as a shooting target. France's GIN. They train each operator to become a sharpshooter, not by shooting at expensive mannequins, but by firing live rounds inches away from their partner's head, and then, even worse, firing directly at their teammate's chest, though protected by a thick ballistic vest. Your only job is to trust your teammate with your life and pray nothing goes wrong. Fortunately, no accident has occurred yet, but remember, only 7% of applicants ever make it this far.